The biggest secret to controlling your blood sugar after a meal isn't a brisk walk, but a tiny movement you can do while sitting at your desk. There's one small muscle, just 1% of your body weight, that could fundamentally change your metabolic health. Welcome to Levitas. We've all heard that we should walk off a big meal. But why? And in our modern lives, where we're stuck at a desk for hours, is it the only way? Today, we are going to dive deep into the clinical science of that post-meal energy crash, and a miracle muscle that you've probably ignored your entire life. Here's my question for you. What's your go-to way to feel better or more energized after a big meal? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. Alright, let's start with the problem. You eat a meal, especially one rich in carbohydrates. Your body breaks those carbs down into glucose, which enters your bloodstream. This is totally normal. But too much glucose, too quickly, is what we call postprandial hyperglycemia, or a glucose spike. This spike puts stress on your body. Your pancreas has to work overtime, releasing a flood of insulin to grab that sugar and get it out of the blood. The result? That classic post-lunch slump, the brain fog, and over time, this constant roller coaster can increase risks for significant health issues. Now, movement is the clear solution. Why? Because your muscles are a glucose sink. They are the single biggest place to store that excess glucose. Clinical science has proven this time and time again. A 2017 systematic review, for instance, confirmed that any kind of exercise after a meal is a powerful tool for glucose control. A more recent 2023 meta-analysis even showed that short bouts of light walking after a meal can significantly lower blood glucose levels. But here's the reality check. Most of us can't just get up and walk for 20 minutes after every single meal. We're in meetings, at our desks, or on a long commute. We sit a lot. So, the clinical question becomes, how can we tap into our body's glucose sinking power while sitting? To answer that, you first need to understand how your muscles usually work. Think of your large muscles, your quads, your glutes, your chest. These are primarily fast-twitch muscles. They are built for power and explosive movement. And critically, they run on a specific fuel system. They are like a hiker with a full backpack. That backpack is filled with stored carbohydrates, called glycogen. When you ask a fast-twitch muscle to do work, like lifting a weight or sprinting, it doesn't immediately pull fuel from your bloodstream. Its first priority is to use the fuel it packed itself. It burns through its own glycogen stores. Only after those glycogen stores start to run low does it begin to pull significant amounts of fuel, like glucose, from the bloodstream. This is great for athletic performance, but it's not the most efficient way to clear a sudden post-meal glucose spike, because you first have to deplete that backpack. But what if there was a muscle that didn't have a backpack? What if there was a muscle designed to sip its fuel directly from the bloodstream? The one metabolic anomaly. This is where it gets exciting. Let me introduce you to the Soleus muscle. You have two main calf muscles. The big, round one you see is the gastrocnemius. But underneath that is the soleus. It's a large, flat muscle that runs from just below your knee all the way down to your heel. Even though it's a big muscle, it only accounts for about 1% of your total body mass. But its impact is massive. The soleus is a slow-twitch dominant muscle. Some research suggests it's up to 90% slow-twitch fibers. This means it's not built for power, like jumping. It's built for endurance. It's the muscle that allows you to stand, walk, and maintain your posture for hours on end without collapsing. And because it's built for endurance, it is incredibly, almost uniquely, fatigue-resistant. And that property is the key to unlocking its metabolic power. The Soleus push-up study. This brings us to a groundbreaking 2022 study from the University of Houston, led by Dr. Mark Hamilton. The paper, published in the journal iScience, has completely changed how we view sedentary metabolism. Dr. Hamilton's team was looking for a way to activate this unique, fatigue-resistant muscle to see if it could help with metabolism while people were sitting. They developed a very specific movement they called the Soleus push-up, or SPU. And the findings were, frankly, staggering. When participants sat for hours but performed the Soleus push-up, they saw a 52% improvement in their post-meal glucose excursion. And they saw a 60% reduction in hyperinsulinemia, meaning their body needed 60% less insulin to do the same job of clearing blood sugar. This single, seated movement was found to be more effective at that specific moment at managing post-meal blood sugar than a post-meal walk. How can this one tiny muscle do so much? The Soleus's secret weapon. Here's the magic. It goes back to that fuel source. Remember how your big fast-twitch muscles use their own glycogen backpacks first? The 2022 study confirmed that the Soleus does the opposite. When it's activated, it uses minimal glycogen. It prefers to pull its fuel directly from the bloodstream. It is a highly oxidative muscle, meaning it's packed with mitochondria, the little energy factories of your cells. It's designed to take blood glucose and blood fats and turn them into energy for hours on end without fatiguing. So, when you eat a meal and your blood is full of glucose, activating the Soleus is like opening a dedicated drain. It starts sipping that excess glucose right out of your circulation, in real time. You're not waiting for glycogen to deplete. You're immediately targeting the problem. Did you know you have a second heart? As if controlling blood sugar wasn't enough, activating the Soleus has another profound benefit that earned it a nickname, the second heart. Here's why. When you sit or stand, gravity is your enemy. Blood flows down to your legs easily, but it struggles to get back up. This oxygen-depleted blood can start to pool in your lower extremities. The soleus and gastrocnemius muscles form what's known as the calf muscle pump. When these muscles contract, they squeeze the deep veins in your legs. This compression acts like a pump, pushing that blood up against gravity and returning it to your heart. This is called venous return. By activating this pump, you are actively helping your heart circulate blood. You're reducing that blood pooling, which can help reduce swelling, and you're lowering the risk of serious issues like deep vein thrombosis, or blood clots, that can form from long periods of sitting. The Soleus push-up technique. So, you're ready to try it. It's important to know this is not a standard calf raise you do in the gym. That movement primarily targets the gastrocnemius. This is a specific, targeted activation. Here is the proper technique, as described by Dr. Hamilton's team. First, sit with your feet flat on the floor and your muscles relaxed. Now, keeping the front of your foot on the ground, raise your heel up as high as it can possibly go. You want to feel a deep contraction in your calf. Then, don't just drop it. Slowly release and let the heel return to the floor. That's one representative. The goal is to do this repeatedly. Because the muscle is so fatigue resistant, you can do this for a long time, for minutes, or even longer, while you're working, without needing a break. Now, for our clinical caveat, Dr. Hamilton, the lead researcher on the 2022 study, does note that this is a very specific movement. It's not just unconsciously bouncing your heel. To get the full metabolic benefit seen in the study, it has to be done with that full range of motion. It takes some practice to get the mind-muscle connection right. As a doctor, here's my clinical takeaway on this. The Soleus push-up is a phenomenal, evidence-based tool for your metabolic toolbox. Let me be clear, a post-meal walk is still fantastic. It uses more muscles, burns more total calories, and is great for your mental health. Don't stop doing that. But for the 8, 9, or 10 hours that many of us are forced to be sedentary, the Soleus push-up is a game-changer. It's a powerful, low-effort way to directly manage post-meal blood sugar and improve your circulation. It targets the exact problem, excess glucose in the blood, with the exact right tool, an oxidative muscle that is designed to sip its fuel from the bloodstream. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.